I mean,
store.
as wolf pelts go,
Bread
it's
and
pretty.
handles?
We'd have more than enough of them. Folk in Boston are not short of wolf pelt.
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You alright, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
The dead don't sleep, do they? And me being asleep won't stop 'em coming.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
All bullshit aside, what's going on?
Oh, what do you care? I have my problems and you have yours, so let me handle myself. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
How are folk doing? Fighting fit?
Well, they're farmers, most of them. Shopkeepers, house servants, hunters. We've one old soldier, but he's sick. Them who stand dead on their feet. Fighting fit, my arse. But we hold against the hordes of the dead. For now, leastways. The fight's not fair. That's it.
That's wrong. We're doing our best to put it right.
Wherefore the paradise of New Eden, eh? What a hole we've made of it. Mind you, if we stop digging, we die.
As you were, soldier. I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
All right. Let's start with his billet.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are yous? An award given to a brave soldier. I believe we found Andrew's things.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record. Pretty empty armory.
Looks like someone's been living in here.
Storeroom. Locked. We have enough Bibles for Hugh Bachelor. What do you think?
Don't ask me. One is already too many.
The shop be here?
Knock and find out.
Closed. Are we in the right place?
Tr
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him? Surprisingly high-quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy. He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McRaith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales. To the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
Well, stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
A note?
Let's see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
He wants a clean slate. Tabula rasa. We know where to go. The barrack room. I said the quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he did once, and now he doesn't.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Banisher?
I found papers. Official papers. They tell quite the story.
That's all in the past. For the good of my future. But you may as well hear it from me. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
You're paying for this. This is the work. But I get the feeling it's the result that interests you, not the method. You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave! What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and... a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fardy Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fardy. For everything.
Go in peace.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world.
Good day, Nellie.
All the better for your presence, Mr. McRae.
I had to dig a little, but I found you some iron. Will it do?
It will. Give me a little time and I'll make you something useful. You just wait. You'll love it.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Heaton.
Thank you for your interest, Mr. McRae.
God has returned us to the light, and we have downed the golden calf and burned other less figurative heretical icons. Our false prophet governor hides from the light of God's fury. He can't hide forever.
Don't take this the wrong way, but what the hell are you talking about?
I know it now. We have burned it all. Our meeting house is gone, yet the curse remains. The governor is the source. I know it.
You're canny, Hugh Bachelor, I'll give you that. There's no fooling you.
The light of our Lord is with me.
It shines in his eyes while he talks through his behind.
Your Bibles, Mr. Bachelor.
I doubted you. Forgive me, neighbour. You are indeed a good Samaritan. They shall find a good home in the school at New Eden.
I must take my leave of you, sir.
God be with you.
God's good health to you, sir.
And to you, Ishmael, and to you. I believe you've taken over the store.
Indeed, I have, sir. I am very busy. Life is very good. And now, sir, I will surprise you. I will ask you for a service.
You'll ask me to help you. You will ask for help. The tables have turned indeed. Well done, Mr. Law.
You gave Mistress Walcott peace. Would you do the same for my late wife, Bess? She deserves a final resting place.
What kind of place do you have in mind?
Bess loved the sand beneath her feet. She loved the sound of the sea. She loved to watch the sunrise. There is a hidden creek, only visible from the warehouse dock. I often thought of going there, but never found a way. Besides, the region is still so dangerous. There are spectres everywhere.
'Tis a noble thought, Ishmael. No promises, but I'll bear it in mind. I'll see you later, Ishmael.
Anytime, sir.
spectre heading for that corpse.
Iron kiss for you. Goody Perkins.
Mr. McRaith.
How are we feeling, Goody Perkins?
I'm feeling guilty. What about you? I hope you're sleeping, for I am not. Worry for the future, worry for the past. But I take solace in my memories of Richard.
Good. Hold to them.
I so miss the time when Richard and I used to walk along the beach. There was a cave. I have never ventured into it. Richard used to spin me yarns about this mysterious place. Tall tales from the sea. I did love them so. And I'm sure at least some were true. In one tale, the captain hid his treasure in a hiding place, so that on the day he stepped ashore for good, he would make his wife the finest gift. I could hear it in his voice. This tale was true.
What treasure would a fisherman hide upon the beach?
A promise. A wish. In the form of a rosary of pearl.
I'll bid you good day, Goody Perkins.
May God guide you, Mr. McRaith.
Here. This is the place Ishmael wanted. That's that done. Let's go tell Ishmael. Here it is. Empty.
Here, I found something. No rosary.
No rosary. That is frustrating.
She'll be disappointed. It might have distracted her from the misery. I don't see her essence. She's not home.
I don't know where she could be. Her husband's grave, perhaps.
The rosary. She had it all along.
Why did she lie about it? I have a bad feeling about this. Like, very bad. Awful, in fact.
To the ship. And hurry. Something has me. Wards. Destroy those ghost wards, if you want me back.
What news do you bring, if bring it you do?
I found your hidden creek. You were right. 'Tis quiet and peaceful. A good place for a man to honour his wife's passing. I chased the spectres from it.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'll see you later, Ishmael.
Anytime, sir.
Too late. Damn it.
Maybe we were always too late. Maybe her destiny was already written. Maybe it can't be changed. The spot has to be close.
Mr. McRaith, how good to see you. Just so happens I've something for you. It's not much, but I hope it serves you.
You have my thanks, Mrs. Heaton.
No, my friend. You have mine.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Heaton.
Thank you for your interest, Mr. McRaith.
Oh there! Anyone? Ferdinando?
Where could he be? Clever, as long as no one finds the depot.
We should check in on it.
Let me go! Monsters, be gone!
Isn't that Ferdinando Miller?
Let me go!
Yes, and he needs help.
Monsters be gone!
Get back up!
Make a run for it!
You all right, Mr. Miller?
I never thought I would say this. I'm glad to see you.
What are you doing so far from the fort?
Business. I shall not bore you with it. Let's talk of something else. You, sir, saved my life. And I'm a man who pays his debts. Here, something for you. It's worth more than it looks. Keep it. Or sell it. A token of my gratitude. Now, I should get ready to return to the store.
Be careful on the road, Mr. Miller.
I will. Now, please, excuse me. I have a long way to go.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddarn it! Careful! Ah!
I know. I know. Shh. My apologies. I did not wish to hush you. I just prefer to focus on one patient at a time. Welcome to the infirmary. I'm Nurse Wings. Anne, if it sets you at ease.
I'm a banisher. Name's Raith, but you may call me Red.
Red. A pleasure to see a friendly face, or any face at all. What can I do for you?
Farewell, Nurse Wings.
Farewell, and good health, sir.
Years is a long time to live haunted.
White must have a will of iron.
Kept it to himself. Must have been hellish.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
We may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone. Storeroom. Locked. A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. I bet he'd rather have his sleep bag.
At least he made it home.
Aye. And he didn't. I'll talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit. Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McRaith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want? Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us. Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. Here, we can go on. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew?
I don't know. Maybe. He's leading us somewhere. Over here. The ghost haunting Andrew seems weak. Drawing out the torture the better to enjoy it? Or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much?
If mine had been so kind, maybe I'd have slept nights. I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the worst. Years withering, decades even.
Devil take it! Our friend the ghost could have shown us a safer route.
Or he's just playing with us. Our new friend is waiting for us. Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself. Our ghost does not seek revenge. That makes things easier.
Joshua Gouge, gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome. He's leading us somewhere. Here, we can go on. Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, man. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
We lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. And they're not busy fighting and dying, that is.
The ghost has something to show us. Think you could take on a ghost?
Stay put.
Corpses. We could manifest what hides here.
words from the past linger here.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Goddamn bastard in cold! Help me!
Joshua! No!
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak? Oh, I've been there. I'll do everything I can to help.
If help we can.
If only these two could talk to each other.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
Guilt is normal, but you must let it go.
I had claw marks on it.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
Good to see you living, sir. Keep it short, I'm on duty.
I don't usually bring it up, but I was a soldier too.
Thought as much. Where'd you fight?
Well, first I fought my way across half the Highlands. Later I'd fight wherever my paymaster sent me. Bavaria, Bohemia, Austria.
What's your war story then? We all have one.
I took my men into a village, let them at the drink. You can imagine the rest. I didn't partake, but I didn't stop them neither.
'Tis hard to keep God in your heart while you walk through hell. But you know what never leaves? The smell. That sickening, coppery vapour rising as a man's life pools beneath him. For all those brave young boys we send off in search of glory, that stink is their rude awakening.
Easier to die with than live with, perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. But come. Blood soaks away. Let's not dwell upon the past, and men long gone.
You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Leave it be. In the past, where it belongs.
Your past is very much present. Your friend Joshua has a message for you.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
You're no wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never blamed you. You blamed yourself.
Why would he not seek revenge? He's due it.
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him. I was trying to save him and I shot him.
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. 2 Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
You took the medal though, didn't you?
I can't look at it. Bastard and thin has Josh's face on it. I don't deserve no pewter medal. I don't deserve nothing at all. I don't deserve to live. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Sometimes too from themselves. You can't see it now, but you can learn to live with this. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point where it stops defining your life and you can set about living in the time you have left.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Joshua? Is that you? It cannot be. I saw you dead.
It is, old friend. I've tried for the longest time to speak to you, but your guilt took my voice. You must live in peace.
I have done it right. I shot you. I was sure my aim was good, but it was not. I shot you.
It was an accident, Andrew. You tried to save me. You failed, but you may make amends. Until you give yourself peace, I cannot have mine. Save me, Andrew, save me. Give yourself peace and save me.
Joshua, you have spoken. Andrew, you heard. It's time to end the story.
Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
I can. Thank you, Banishers. Thank you, Andrew.
Time to say goodbye, boys.
I'm sorry, my friend. I've carried the weight of your death as far as I can.
The debt, if any, is paid. Live your life.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
You have been here.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help. I'll not forget it.
Something's concealed.
I take the heart, you take the roots. Sharpshooter.
Years of practice.
Banishers. I see you found your way.
Sebastian, what are you doing here?
Difficult though it be to walk these dark tunnels, I'll guide you as best I can.
You sure you want to come? You don't have to.
I must. For Helen.
What shall we find down there?
The rage of the Forsaken. They trusted him. He betrayed them. He abandoned them. I doubt they can be placated.
We must press on.
Stay close. Whenever you're ready. Not far now, till you find what you need. I hope.
Pity. I was enjoying this wee promenade. Oh, fantastic.
I think you can get down from here.
Everything all right?
Let's just get this over with.
I know.
Pennington ordered the barricades fast. I barely had time to bid Helen farewell.
That must have been hard.
A soldier is called to sacrifice.
I love doing that. They never learn, do they? The spirits of these soldiers were angry.
Soldiers weren't spared. Those not taken by sickness or thirst died of despair.
Which one took you?
Despair. Most definitely.
These tunnels go surprisingly deep.
In its heyday, it was quite the operation. You see this lift? It goes all the way down. Cart upon cart rose to the surface, piled high with ore.
sense the fragment of a ghost's voice.
I told Gray the tunnels were hellish hot. But Wilson says he can't do much about it. Keep feeding the furnace, says he, if you want your meager pay. That sounds nasty. You alright?
Would fancy working here with the furnaces running.
The work men did here was meant to make New Eden rich.
Careful. A dark will is upon that thing. There's a strong spectral presence down there.
A lot of us died down here.
What the hell was that?
Uh-oh.
They're coming.
Did we miss a few? Ride it out.
Your funeral!
Nice of you to join us, Sebastian. Care to explain what the hell we just heard?
I can't.
What now?
I say we push past the blockade. Follow me, please.
Enough powder to kill us all.
Enough powder to kill you, you mean?
Aye. Enough powder to kill me too.
What's this?
A makeshift checkpoint. The halfway mark.
Are they expecting to face a regiment?
In a way. We knew the dying would try to fight. We had to keep them from infecting the rest.
Charming.
Can't blame a man for wanting to make it home alive.
We play games as we wait to die.
A safe harbor, should we need a moment's peace.
Harsh rules, Sebastian. Yours?
I regret the necessity.
Why would Pennington cut off the food?
He decided we weren't worth saving.
Reason enough for a spectre to rage. Press on.
The living quarters are ahead, if you insist.